What's up? It's your boy SH-TBLOCK, and this is the game review of Batman Arkham City Armored Edition for the Wii U from Warner Brothers and DC Comics and Rocksteady Games. Okay, as you can see from this is the jump. I just started on this is the first time I played it. I'm just going through all the stuff. There's so much stuff you can do. What they did with this game is they incorporated the Catwoman episodes into the game. This wasn't how it was for the PS3 and Xbox versions. So the first stage is you become Catwoman, and what happens with it incorporates really nicely into the story, like the storyline where Catwoman was and what happened and how they met when, you know, with her own like 4 little episodes. The acting, the visual effects, what I have to say, like, okay, this is why it's the Armored Edition, because she's got a shiny, same thing with Batman, they got a shiny new suit. It takes kinetic energy and you can bump up the battle damage back. Cat, this is me first time out of the box trying to figure out what I'm doing. She's quicker, faster. Batman's more bulky, deliberate, slower. She's all about both of the characters, and also you can also play with when you get working on the DLC and all that stuff. This game comes with all that stuff. You can get Nightwing and also Robin, and you can play in the game at not the game but the DLC part of it with those 2 characters. So each character has a different feeling. Obviously Nightwing's the older original Robin, and then the newer Robin. Most of the fighting is all about countering, and you could just attack, but it's better to counter. You grab and you can throw and stuff like that. The voice acting, the characters, this is like the best of the best. Like, I loved Arkham Asylum, and this game is awesome. I loved it on the Xbox and PS3. The stuff they added to it. Get your filthy paws off. I'll just let you hear the. Okay, and then this is the beginning of the game. This is the real beginning of the original game. So now you see Batman as Bruce Wayne, and the Hugo Strange and the whole 9, and the talking. I just have to say, like, this is like the best superhero game. Just like I believe Avengers was the best superhero movie of all time. I think this game, like what the way they made the 3D universe for Spider-Man back in the day, in the original Spider-Man game for like the GameCube and PS2 and stuff like that. No, it was the N64, I believe it was, or the GameCube, either one. But when they made it like the full 3D world, like, that was a great innovation. But this game is just, it's the shit. Penguin's character, Nolan North of the Uncharted series. You would never guess it.
What's up? Do you need me to call you butler?
Cobblepot.
Oh, you remember me? I'm touched.
But all the characters, the super villains, the Batman, and finally you get your thing, and you get in your suit. At the beginning of this game, you're as Bruce Wayne, and you fight and you do a couple things, and then you finally become Batman, and then you're Batman in Arkham City, and that's when the whole game comes out. Once you get going, there's so many little side quests, so many little things, the Riddler challenges, even fighting the main. If you go off to the left right after this, you fight a group of guys, and you meet that guy that you saved earlier, and he tells you some information. This basically shows, this comes right through, you play right on the gamepad, or it shows you right on the gamepad when you're doing, like, getting all the extra abilities and what you got to look at the gamepad for, like, the electronic battering kind of thing. They incorporated the gamepad very nicely into this game. They had a whole year between the games to do this. This is the Riddler's Challenge. There's hundreds of these. And all the little side quests, even they have to, even for Catwoman too. This is the courthouse is a great scene. What I like to do in my reviews is I like to show you part of the gameplay. A lot of people, they make short game reviews and they tell you how good or how bad the game is, but I like you to get a feel of the game.
This is a place of justice after all. Screw justice.
And this is awesome. This scene, you know, these scenes that I show you. If you don't get the feeling of the game, then, or in the storyline, the plot, I think the story and the narrative and all that stuff, as a writer, me personally, it's so important. You know, this makes so much value to this game, and if you're not, even if you're not a comic book fanboy or a DC fanboy, like me personally, I love Marvel. But I do love Batman and DC, and you know, but DC was a little older for me. I grew up on the Spider-Man and the Wolverine, and those are my favorite characters. But I cannot, you know, you cannot play this game, fan or not fan, and say that this game is crappy. All games, all superhero games need to be on this kind of level. This is like the quiet, you know, you can subdue this guy, and you know. One thing about this game with the Batman, he kind of tells you what to do. Same thing with Catwoman. So when you first start out, you know, if you hear it, like, you know, he's like, I should go over here and do this. You know, even if you don't know it, he's giving you hints of what to do. Like he's talking to himself in his mind or talking out loud. I don't know what he's doing, but he's talking and he's telling you what to do. So I kind of feel like it's a little, you know, weak on the challenge in that point, where there's a lot of stuff that he's like, you know, he reiterates of what to do, and he, like, you know, we got to go here. But there's so much little things to find out in this game. I show you a couple little spoilers. You know, what Bane, you know, I put Bane in here because a lot of people don't even know Bane's part of this game. He was a main part in the first, you know, Arkham Asylum. But, you know, just to see Bane and what he looked like in a comic book compared to what he looked like in the latest Batman movie, which was great. It's its own thing. But, you know, the story, the narrative, the characters, the look, you know, when you get into the game with Poison Ivy and Frost and Harley Quinn and Joker, and you know, I don't want to give too much away, but there's so many Batman baddies in this game that it's just unbelievably cool. And even lesser known guys, like you know, like the when you take the phone call and you got to run from phone to phone and stuff like that. So there's, you know, and you know, if you go in the bottom of the courthouse, you get to see Calendar Man. And he's just in a cage, he's just in a cell, and he's making riddles, and he looks half nuts. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so you saw where that if you could find this is where you find Bane. Now look at that! Look at that motherfucker! Look at that mother! Dude, that's Bane. Like, in the comic book, I mean, in this thing, it was a bulky guy. He did a great job in the newest movie. I know they made it more like what Batman would be in kind of real life in these characters. But in the comic book, this is what this mofo looked like. That's awesome. You know what I mean? So this is side quest. You go find him, and then he tells you go destroy a couple of things. There's like six canisters, I think. This is another thing that a lot of people maybe didn't see this guy, but you go over here, and then you have it's not even really a big thing, but you know, he's a mysterious guy. He puts his symbol here, and then you gotta go find him a couple more times in the game. This is awesome, and I had to do it dirty because I wanted to, because just to see what it looks like. This is your first person, and look, you can see the hair, the makeup. You know, the detail to these characters are just so awesome. And the girls are, you know, they made them sexy. Even though she's crazy. I like crazy, though. I had a crazy ex-girlfriend. I know all about crazy. So anyways, do that. You go up here, fight these guys. So many side quests. Such a great game. My opinion, like I said, the best. This is another thing where he's telling you what to do. If I go up here and I go over here, I can get around him. You probably could just do this. This is the entrance to get the Joker, and this is awesome, like visual, something right out of the movies, you know, cinema and stuff like that. That's just awesome. I'm going to show you the next parts. There was so much stuff that I could show you. I didn't want to show you this guy, the hammer. I mean, this is awesome, but the battle itself is kind of weak. Thought the way they made this guy, the battle should have been a lot better than this. But if you zap him with electricity, he spins around and kills his own guys. And, you know, the moves and stuff like that, flipping around, this is awesome. And I'm gonna let the last bit of this go because this is awesome. You kind of don't know what's going on, but obviously the Joker tricked the Batman. After this, you play the second part of the Catwoman's thing, and then you come back to this. But I just edited it out, so I'm just gonna be quiet, let you listen to this.
Get back here, Harley.
And I want to know who he is, sweetie.
No one's who you think they are, my dear. Why spoil the fun?
It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you.
Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me.
Alright, and if you're not hyped up about this game, with that conclusion, I would say this is, like I said, if you're a fanboy or not, the best game. And I give this a 5 out of 5, hands down. It's great on the Wii U, looks great on the Wii U, plays great on the Wii U. Little over like the fights can be a little overdone and it's repetitive, but overall all the scenes and just meeting these characters are great. So peace.